a certain level. You can't just wake up and be a CEO if you've not put in time to concentrate. And with pregnancy can interrupt that journey. As when you conceive, you need to put aside close to 4 years. Right? The first year of pregnancy, then the next 2 years for that child to grow up. You get it. By the time that child is 5 years, you've put aside a lot of time to just taking care of that child, which is different, of course, for the men, but it takes a very huge, the cost of a pregnancy is very high on the ladies or on the women. So intentionally, there are people who are delaying to have families. Okay? I was listening to a podcast recently in the BBC, and they were saying that the number of first-time mothers in their 30s is higher now compared to how it was before. Our parents gave birth to children in their teens. You start looking like a girl.
These days, doctor, we are planning. We say we are planning for our kids, for their future. We need to first make money.
Have a unit trust, having education saving and all that before even the child comes into the picture.
Yes.
And yet, we forget that when we plan like that, the science of fertility does not stop. The fertility clock does not stop for both women and men. The science shows that if a woman is above 35 years of age, the fertility trends or rates begin to reduce. It's science, not any misgone or something. It is science. Fertility reduces after 35 for women. For men, fertility reduces after 40. You get it? So even as we are doing all these things, the fertility is not stopping to wait for us to get all the money. So that alone is playing a very key role in the intentional delay to have children by the young people. You get it? It's very, these days you get someone in their 20s, you get it, having a child. Yeah, it's still there, but then those trends are changing. First, we're getting more first-time mothers in their 30s, in their 40s. Number two, our lifestyle. And you see, the thing is that sometimes we sing these songs, but these songs are very, very serious. One, obesity.
These days, women are trying.
But now you see the men.
The men are not trying. And women are trying. They go to gym and all that. They're using Monjaro.
And Ozempic and all that.
Yes.
Actually, I keep telling people that obesity is not a disease of poor eating.
By the way, what is your name?
My name is Bosco.
Yeah.
Shivara.
Ngagobine nkoko. Aina katungulu, aina nakambi.
Basenga wabayitoto.
Bikini mama demo. Ela kadewe katugane bakamba bikini mama demo. Yafudiga demo come over.
These are the cases that I usually want to attend to, but they don't usually come in my office.
Chiroke.
Lwaki oli mungatemu?
Wemba ngenda okuduka bwenti okusinziira. Yempa gia n'ensinziira bwenti.
Putulu.
Okwita putulu. Bwemira fo.
Gwoba oliko yenna. Bamukujjako mufu. Oyaba awedde.
Okudukako olinamu ne gia.
Twetaagamuko ku money power. Ngezanga amagi.
Amavumbe. Bulaba bekalakasa. Bayingiremu wakati. Tekawo obuko ogubalagala baveewo. Kino kyenkoze nange neesiba baaba. You do as you wish. Please.
Kampala, are you ready? The wait is over. The new shopping giant has arrived.
Welcome to China Mart Supermarket, officially opening this 20th May 2026 at Oasis Mall, first floor, Yusuf Lule Road, opposite Garden City. Discover a complete modern shopping world with over 35 fully stocked sectors, all under one roof. From home essentials, electronic kitchenware, beauty products, fashion, groceries, and much more.
And guess what? From the 20th to 26th May, enjoy a massive 20% discount on all products store-wide. Everything you need in one elegant shopping destination.
Enjoy pocket-friendly prices, premium customer care, a modern shopping experience, and ample parking space for your convenience.
Why move from shop to shop when the world of shopping is now in one place? China Mart Supermarket. More than a supermarket, a complete lifestyle shopping destination. China Mart Supermarket. Super much.
And branding at Print Creations. From custom gift sets to unique promotional items, creative signages and general printing, we've got everything you need to elevate your brand. Visit us at Cham Towers, Suite 70 on Kuruma Road, Lighthouse, Suites D14, D15 and F13. We offer a wide range of stationery supplies, awards and a vintage collection that stands out. Call us today at 0934 893 333 or WhatsApp 0702 683 317. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and X at Print Creations. Print Creations, where quality, excellence and uniqueness meet.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Janet Umar Kasule, a member from the Elite Little Hijabis. We are proud of our religion Islam and we believe in decency. I believe we can secure the next generation through the Little Hijabis. Registration is ongoing. Please, our dear parents, bring your children and sign them in for the Little Hijabis. Don't make them miss this one chance that they will have in their entire life. And training will start on 20th of July.
Beyond the hijab. Polygamy mumukwasaganya mutya.
Polygamy atabuka abantu ne bayomba.
Ebisiba kitwerega.
Al-khabithatu lil-khabithina wat-tayyibatu lit-tayyibina.
Omukazi omubi wa musajja mubi.
N'omulungi wa mulungi. N'ekikuuma obufumbo. Sebyo bye batubulirira basenga. Ntigenda mutesenge mbuno fumba mbuno mbwa. No.
Chi
one kimutawanya kitiibwa ki
ate ekiri bwe kityo nti Allah buli kye yateekako essira tekibeera mu bwangu, however kibaamu magezi.
Bagiyita beyond the hijab. Waleno abaana ab'obusiraamu abawala bakubuulira bye bayitamu mu bizinensi mbu bakasitoma mubafuna mbu ate bayitirivu naye enninnya gye mulinnyo ennyonyi abaasooka mu bizinensi ze mulimu si bwe balinnyo ennyonyi. Mukikola mutya mu buli ssaawa muba ku busuubuzi.
Nze wemba neetuukidde, it's cheaper and more convenient. Nti nfuna kyenjagala, ekinsatisfying.
Bwezo zonna nojja nazo.
N'ekibalo kyange n'enkibala.
Beyond the hijab tuli ku Executive Media. Subscribinga, likinga, bomalo sharinge.
We understand how overwhelming life can get, and that's exactly why we created the Golden Living app. Getting started is simple. Just download the app, create your account, and unlock a world of healthcare at your fingertips. The Golden Living app is your personalized healthcare companion, designed to bring care closer to you, wherever you are, whenever you need it. With just a few taps, you can book doctor appointments without the hassle of phone calls or long queues. Need your medicine? Order it directly through the app. Quick, convenient, and delivered with care, straight from your phone, and even receive your lab results in the palm of your hand. And when it's time for imaging tests like x-rays or ultrasounds, you can schedule them seamlessly right from your phone. Want to monitor your well-being? The app also keeps all your medical records safe and accessible, so you can track your health history anytime, anywhere. And when you need advice, our 24/7 healthcare support is right there. Trusted professionals just a tap away. But the Golden Living app goes even further. Need urgent help? Our quick emergency feature connects you to support in minutes. One of our most thoughtful features is the peer reminder. Free, simple, and easy to set up. It helps you stay consistent with your treatment and ensures you never miss a dose. And it's not just for you. You can also support family and friends, especially loved ones who may need a little extra help remembering. Because caring for your health also means caring for theirs. The Golden Living app was built to make healthcare simple, accessible, and reliable. It's about giving you peace of mind, saving you time, and making sure your health always comes first. Download the Golden Living app today. Available on both Google Play and the App Store, and discover a new level of healthcare convenience. With the Golden Living app, every second counts.
But now Uganda muri chitabanga bajjukira process ekutuusaako Irene Namatovu atuuse mu Kampala ku Serena Hotel ng'abiri mu August mushoja atumye Strong Woman live okuyira emitwalo 10 yepi emitwalo 15 ku gate ate badi emitwalo 10 ate meza ya milioni 3 tickets zitondibwa ku Passport ku John Color Solutions ne ku Serena Hotel wennyene Irene Namatovu yasinga mu kyabaita authentic Uganda rhythms enkuba ya Afro pop egatta engoma ya wano n'ekidongo ono ye Afrima Award winner Best Female Artist mu East Africa Choreography Irene Namatovu Screen Stage n'amatala abiri mu August Serena Hotel mwana watu nava mwerekeddeko fogo kalempita bimami bijje Be Strong Woman ebikoze sente z'ekikazi twagala byana bya Scoba bimadulo kiwoza sente ziwawereza ku simu zabaddemu ekicupuli ky'etaano wereza endala biwagidwa Uniform Pepsi Veniva Logistics Afro Mobile ne Sanyuka TV.
The short and big shot.
Omumwa gonfukidde omumwa Zubeida. Kando night ogimanyi. Bagita kando night gwokutte gwobba.
Wa sugar teyamweganye ku live.
Vamo jechiri. Vamo.
Bendera ddala.
Omusajja ate nga anakuswaza ajja kwana Black Sugar.
Abasajja mwenye ganga tebabati.
Noyingira n'atakubuuza. Ekibonyaabonya ababoda abasinga. Financial literacy. Oli abeera n'etaano ate nagenda n'akwanamu. Agala mutabani wange wakati w'emyaka alina okubanga ekyalo akikuttemu ekitundutundu.
Anayakola kimpanya n'alagako nno panda nkisi wa muzannyo.
Ate kye nayagala ku ttiimu ya Mama Fina.
Sente ziwaayo.
Naye tebasaba njawulo.
The short and big show. Abantu bajaagalira ddala. We always love you.
Diggy 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 da 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 diggy da. Ona baku dance floor come take it. Diggy 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 da 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 diggy da. Biggie boy come pepeta.
It's a girl karaoke Sita, Mama Sita at King Mama and Duanoko Executive Media on the RealTime show with the Gal Mini. Don't touch the dial.
Maximum to the world.
So, subira buli omu ali bulungi kamera nkola.
Akulindemu omuntu bw'aba akola mulinde. Banna
badde ogamba ki wamma? Okay. Philip. Health chat ne Dr. Eladu. Shamima njali erinnya lyange. Tuli ku Executive Media. Dr. Obulago bwange bwafa.
What happened?
Obuulira?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't have cough. I don't have flu.
Have you been shouting in a crowded place,
Like
raising your
this.
voice? Interviews?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
so.
many. Yeah, these days I've been doing a lot of interviews. So it can affect it.
Yeah. You need to rest it.
And I have a problem of
Eche.
hydrating.
Raji. You need to drink.
Simanye. Ice cream. I'm a fan of ice cream.
Ice cream is not hydration.
I can take just one bottle
of water
in
a day.
And I take ice cream of 30,000.
Hey, Shamim, we want you very, very healthy.
Yes.
Yeah?
Going to start hydrating.
Yeah. Actually, hydrate, but now you may have to. Do you also go on leave from the interview?
No, I don't go. Yes. These people don't want me to go for a leave.
The producer should really consider.
Yes,
they need to give you leave
that.
so that you go and relax. Eh?
You see, you also go and relax.
Yes.
For how long?
Me? My relaxing is very tricky. But I try to take breaks at intervals. Sometimes I take breaks like a week's interval. Sometimes I take a day's interval. But as long as you're not around, abantu bakunonya.
You cannot rest unless you turn.
Actually, it's easy to rest when you're not in the city or when you're not in the country. So the producer should get an air ticket.
Yeah. Dr. Chimazecho, Katineta Gangenem. Yes. Anytime from now. Ebola.
But Ebola is almost. Do we still have Ebola? We don't in our country. I think
we are outgrowing.
We haven't registered cases in a while. The last I checked, So it's very, very, it's good and promising.
Okay. So, Doctor, Oralero, njaga tuogere ku fertility.
Yes.
In this Gen Z era.
The young people.
Infertility. The young people. Infertility, buli lunaku ekula. Buli lunaku yeeyongera. So, lwaki?
So by now, I'm sure you know what infertility is, Shamima. What does it?
Infertility, kubanga you cannot conceive.
In what duration?
From 20 to 40. No, to 35 at least.
Student wange. Okay. How long do we say that someone has infertility? After trying for how long?
For like 4 years.
Neda. Shamim, 1 year.
1 year.
If you're
that's 1 year, the man is available. Is practicing.
Yes. So actually, we say that someone has infertility when they have been trying for 1 year. Regular intercourse. They are not on contraception. They were family planning. And they're not getting pregnant. And they are less than 35 years.
Okay.
So that one we consider 1 year. Now, if the person is more than 35 years, that one we consider short duration. 6 months. You are having regular intercourse 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, you're not on family planning, and it's reached more than 6 months. There's a problem. Okay. So it's very important to really know when we say there is a problem, and the duration is important, and if someone is on family planning. Number 2, fertility affects both men and women. Okay, and really, I think our role as doctors and health workers is to really demystify. There are so many myths. People in the past used to really accuse the women. They would say women are the problem, and yet the men were the problem. But now evidence is coming out so strongly. We have a very high percentage of infertility, or among couples, over 40 to 50% of couples failing to conceive, men are responsible. Okay. Now, the trends of infertility have changed over years. In fact, if you compare the infertility rates earlier on, over 30 years ago, the infertility is higher now than it was 30 years ago. And I think somehow we have ourselves to blame. First is that people are delaying to have children, like intentionally.
No, we are planning.
Okay, we are over planning to have children. But also you understand, the economic times are really different. You get it? Our parents, the things that used to disturb them were very few. They didn't have smartphones. They didn't have the big cars you're driving, the V8s and all that. They didn't have those cars. Gamba Amina.
Doctor, ngutema vumba.
Chitwale, receive it. So the economic pressures were less 30 years ago compared to now. Now we have a lot of pressures to actually be stable. But also, you see, you cannot just bring a child in this world and ignore that child. You get it? There are countries, for example, where the state will ask you to pay child support. Even in Uganda, for example, you will be forced to do that. So you can't just go having children anyhowly. But also, people are after career.
Yes.
Okay. In the past, our mothers would get pregnant at 16 and their entire career is taking care of the family. Now, women are CEOs. Okay?
And
women are doctors, women are lawyers and all that. And career demands that you give time, you get it, to actually grow to reach a certain level. You can't just wake up and be a CEO if you've not put in time to concentrate. And with pregnancy can interrupt that journey. As when you conceive, you need to put aside close to 4 years. All right, the first year of pregnancy, then the next 2 years for that child to grow up. You get it. By the time that child is 5 years, you've put aside a lot of time to just taking care of that child, which is different, of course, for the men, but it takes a very huge. The cost of a pregnancy is very high on the ladies or on the women. So intentionally, there are people who are delaying to have families. Okay, I was listening to a podcast recently in the BBC, and they were saying that the number of first-time mothers in their 30s is higher now compared to how it was before. Our parents gave birth to children in their teens. You start looking like a girl.
These days, doctor, we are planning. We say we are planning for our kids, for their future. We need to first make money.
Have a unit trust, having education saving and all that before even the child comes into the picture.
Yes.
And yet, we forget that when we plan like that, the science of fertility does not stop. The fertility clock does not stop for both women and men. The science shows that if a woman is above 35 years of age, the fertility trends or rates begin to reduce. It's science, not any misgony or something. It is science. Fertility reduces after 35 for women. For men, fertility reduces after 40. You get it? So even as we are doing all these things, the fertility is not stopping to wait for us to get all the money. So that alone is playing a very key role in the intentional delay to have children by the young people. You get it? It's very, these days you get someone in their 20s, you get it, having a child. Yeah, it's still there, but then those trends are changing. First, we're getting more first-time mothers in their 30s, in their 40s. Number two, our lifestyle. And you see, the thing is that sometimes we sing these songs, but these songs are very, very serious. One, obesity.
But these days, women are trying.
But now you see the men.
The men are not trying. The women are trying. They go to gym
and
they
all
are
that.
using Monjaro
And Ozempic and all that.
Yes.
By the actually, I keep telling people that obesity is not a disease of poor eating until you're eating poorly. No, obesity is a medical condition. And if someone is overweight, don't just look at them and tell them you're overeating junk and fat and all that. No, it is a disease that you should treat like that. That's why it is very okay for someone to use Ozempic.
Yes.
It's like how you have malaria, no causes are going quantum. You cannot now say because you have malaria, you're not using a mosquito net, go and use it. No, the malaria is already there. So they have to treat the malaria. So even weight, obesity, we need to be aggressive when we're dealing with the weight. I know, of course, we are having more sedentary lives. We are sitting in our cars, in our ACs. You wake up from your bed. The number of times you do exercise is so limited that you are mostly seated most of the day. By that, you're not using the energies, the calories that you're actually using. I mean, you're taking in. So obesity is a big problem in both men and women. Men who are obese tend to have low sperm counts.
Okay.
Women who are obese tend to have hormonal imbalance. If you're having hormonal imbalance, it means that your chance of getting pregnant is also going to be low. Because if your hormones are not balanced, you're not going to be able to ovulate.
Okay.
So the young people out there, you need to really, really fight obesity, because if you don't, it's going to have an impact on you. The other lifestyle problem affecting us is substance abuse. Cigarettes, shisha, marijuana,
shisha,
alcohol. Now, I'll tell you, women who smoke are likely to get into menopause earlier than those who don't smoke.
Anything that you smoke.
As long as you smoke, you're going to get earlier into menopause than your counterparts who don't smoke. Okay? Number two, if you are smoking, your egg quality is going to be poor than for someone who doesn't smoke. And that means that you have a poor egg quality, your eggs are aging faster, you're getting into menopause.
But they say they don't inhale.
I tell they don't inhale. We think
when they're doing shisha, they don't inhale.
Shamim.
That's why. That's what they told me.
Because
I was telling them, I was telling a friend of mine that you will be affected with that shisha you're overtaking, and she told me I don't inhale.
There is a cost we will have to pay, and in terms of fertility, the cost is high, because men who are intoxicating themselves with alcohol have sperm that can't swim. And have reduced sperm counts. Most times when I'm counseling men and husbands who are planning to conceive, I tell them, first your sperms take 3 months to manufacture. A functional sperm takes 3 months, meaning the sperms you have now were produced 3 months ago. Whatever you did 3 months ago will affect the quality of the sperms. So if at all you want to conceive, in the next 3 months, make sure you do not have alcohol in your system. Because that will affect the sperm concentration, it will affect the ability of the sperms to swim. Okay? These other drugs, the marijuanas, evidence shows it damages the DNA of both the sperms and the eggs. So when you do them, it is fine, you can do them, but be aware that eventually when you come to seek for fertility care, there will be a cost that those things would have caused in you. Because when you now say you want to have a child, you will have a cost to pay for that. So our lifestyle, the substances we're taking, the obesity, the lack of exercise, of course the diet. The diet is really, really very key. Okay. But you see, for us in Uganda, we are very blessed. We have food. You've traveled. You've known how food can be a problem. You look at food and you're like, what is this?
They're eating bread.
And you're like, what is this? But we are really blessed that we have natural, organic food. Okay? But our diet is very important, because if you do not take your diet seriously, it has an impact on on how your weight develops, definitely. But also, we know that for you to produce sperms, for example, for men, you need to have a diet that is rich in antioxidants. One of the supplements we give men to improve the sperm counts are just supplements that contain antioxidants. The antioxidants are things that are got in fruits, in greens. Okay? So we will give you ginsomine. Ginsomine is a capsule that contains antioxidants to help remove the what we call the free radicals, so that the sperm gets formed normally and the sperms do not get damaged. So we give that both to men and women to just improve the quality of the sperms or the eggs. But you can take that from your diet. Okay? But this of course look like simple things. But then over, like I said, our fertility does not stop for anyone. You do these things in your early 20s, you will have your 30s to account for. Okay?
So Doctor, nti tuba tulina okukola ki? Abaana bateekera. So Doctor, ninaane some questions. Kati nkubuuza kyani wano ekisooka. Okay. Does delaying marriage or delaying having children reduce fertility, especially for women?
Like I said before, even if you delay marriage, even if you delay having children, your clock is not stopping.
Mm.
In fact, in first world countries, they are now recommending egg freezing and sperm freezing.
But I think here it is very expensive.
No, we do have it here. It's not quite expensive. I think it's about $1 million per year.
Oh, hey, it's not expensive.
If you know that you have the next 5 years or 10 years to really pursue your career. The beauty about freezing of the eggs or sperms is that if you are 20 or 30 and we freeze those eggs at, let's say, 30 years of age, when you come back at 40, the eggs will still be at 30.
Oh.
So it means that the quality of those eggs were 30 years of age. So now you've come back at 40. The eggs will still be of
30.
someone of 30 years of age. And then the other beauty is that the womb actually can function even beyond 50 years, 60 years. The womb has the capacity to function normally.
Even if I'm 50.
Even if you're 50.
But I freezed my eggs.
Yes.
You can go back.
You can go back, get the eggs, and we can use your very womb. We prepare it properly and can carry that baby properly.
Wow.
You get it. But the problem will only happen that your eggs will, at 50 years, the quality of the eggs you have there are not good at all. And those egg qualities cannot help you even get pregnant. Or if you get pregnant, you end up having abnormalities in the babies. So, young people, again, you are highly ambitious. You have your career to pursue. You have to travel the world. Having a child is not a thing at the moment. Go and freeze your eggs.
Keep them.
Keep them. Go and
the
freeze
moment
your
you
sperms.
need them.
When you need them, you will get them at the best quality possible.
Okay. So, another question. When a couple has difficulty in conceiving, should both partners be tested from the beginning instead of assuming the problem? The problem is with the women. Let me see. When a couple has a difficulty in conceiving, should both partners be tested from the beginning?
So it is actually, it is the best recommendation that when a couple is facing infertility, that they seek for care together.
Not one side.
Not as one person. But I do understand the social context, because you may find that for some reason, someone has been pointing fingers at you, and then they are not willing to come to hospital. I get so many patients, women who come, and then they tell you, "Msao, my husband will never step here. He thinks I'm the problem." And yet you do all the tests that she has no problem. Are you okay? You get it? So most times, I even keep encouraging them that, and men out there, if there is a challenge of conceiving, go together with your wife. Because first, there's a lot that you learn on the journey, on the causes of infertility. You learn as a couple. Number two, the investigations are done at the same time. And also, it's not time wasting. Imagine you're in your 40s. One time I had a couple that have been trying to conceive for over 25 years. 25 years. So they come in to try and seek. You get it? But then when you ask, what have you been doing for 25 years? Initially, I was being blamed. So I went to the test salon. Then the man said he's not having a problem. Now, you see, by the time you waste 25 years and you come, you have wasted a lot of time. The egg qualities at 25 years, the sperm qualities at that age is much different. So now you're coming to me and you are in your late 40s or early 50s. Definitely, the quality of the eggs and the sperms are going to be different. So, and you do a test, you find that the man has very poor sperms. This is something you could have found out early and recommended either medicines to take or recommended the next step. And by that time, they would have already had a family or together with a child. So it is very important that couples seek for fertility care together. You save time, you save resources. Okay? There are some places where when you go for consultation as a couple, you will be charged maybe just one person. But now you have gone alone. You're going to pay consultation for yourself. Then the wife also goes alone. She's going to pay consultation for herself.
But if you go together,
they may just enter one person into the system, and then you say, I've escorted my wife, but also this is the problem. And the doctor can easily suggest that, no, for you, go and do this test, come back with a result. And you find that you've reduced on the resources, the time that you could have wasted, and then you're solving this problem once.
Usually the problem is with men. And they have a lot of problems. They're looking for money.
I am not going to quote the recent DNA things that have been going through in the country. So,
but they said low sperm count because of alcohol.
But actually, not even alcohol, even stress can make sperm count be low.
Yes, someone had a question here about stress. Can stress, anxiety, or depression affect a person's ability to conceive?
Yes. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol.
What is cortisol?
Cortisol is a hormone. It's a hormone that helps you try to fight stress. It's what we call, it's like it's how your body tries to handle. When you're stressed, your body says, neda, kakana. That hormone that makes you to kakana, that one, goes and affects the brain. Prevents the brain from releasing the hormones necessary for the eggs to be matured in women.
So why does it affect the brain?
Because you see, every system of our body is interconnected.
Oh, because I thought it is now here to help me calm down.
Ideally, but now
affecting
if you're stressed and you're trying to calm down, is that the right time for you to have children? So that is how your body would interpret it. Yeah? It's like if you are hungry, there's no food. Your body will say, this is not the best time for you to have children. So whichever system that would go and cause you to have children, let us first block that. You get it? So you find that stress definitely affects in the medical language. There's what we call the axis. There's an axis from the brain to the ovaries to the uterus. Okay, so for you to have, let's say, for example, for a woman to get pregnant, there are chemicals released from the brain. There's a part of the brain that releases chemicals or signals telling the ovary, can you prepare the best candidate for this month? So the ovary will say, hey, okay. So the ovary will prepare. If I ask you to select the best candidate in the school, do you pick them randomly? No. You'll go to a candidate class, you give them an exam. The person who passes is the one that you select. So even the same thing happens in the ovary. When the brain has told the ovary, select the best candidate, the best egg, the ovary will first recruit about 20 to 30 eggs, prepares them so that the best egg is the one that becomes bigger than all the rest. So that is the one that is ovulated. That will be the one that will be fertilized. So meaning if you're stressed, the cortisol will affect that system part in the brain that sends instructions to the ovary. So the ovary will not get any instructions to prepare the candidate. And that stress can actually cause the hormonal imbalance that women may have. Most women, when they're stressed, periods disappear.
Yes.
Okay? Yeah, because of that change and effect. And the same stress affects men. The brain again sends instructions to the testicles that can you continue manufacturing the sperms? But now if you're stressed, the hormone, the stress hormone, the cortisol will cut off that communication between the brain and the testicles. So your testicles will not produce the right quality of the sperms, and the sperm quality will be low, the sperm volume will be low because of the chronic stress. So even young people in this current generation, they are really being affected by the stress.
But it's stressing,
So you realize that even the sperm counts have actually reduced.
Why?
Because of the things they're going through.
They said masturbation. They don't want to marry, so they chose masturbation. I'm telling you. You don't know what those men are doing then. They are masturbating.
But it's not only men who are doing, even women are doing that.
Yeah, but
women are saying men are bad, and then they go and buy all these things.
Masturbating. Then they have low sperm count.
So yes, stress definitely affects fertility, both for women and for men.
So Dr. Nonkulopedde abaami, they do masturbation. I don't know. So now there is another question. Can untreated sexually transmitted infections cause infertility if someone has no symptoms?
Yes. Sexually transmitted infections. First, it's really, really very common in our
Yes.
because I mean, people are beginning sexual intercourse quite early. These days, kids who are 9, 10 years are already exposed. They are seeing
Yes.
it in their TVs and in so many things. So they are really starting that early. So that exposure puts them at a higher risk of getting STIs. Okay, the HIV prevalence is quite high. The prevalence of things like syphilis, okay, gonorrhea, okay, all these are STIs. The problem with sexually transmitted infections is the inflammation it causes on the tubes, both for women and for men. For women, the sexually transmitted infections end up blocking the tubes.
Wow.
So
if you don't have the tubes, you cannot conceive.
Fertilization in human beings can only take place in the tubes. Okay? The egg and the sperm do not meet munabana, nida. The first meeting point of the egg and the sperms
are the tubes.
So if for any one reason your tubes are blocked, it means that those two will never meet. And I can tell you that apart from hormonal imbalance, tubal disease is another leading cause of infertility in our current setting. So when you are busy exposing yourself to the multiple partners and all that, you're not caring about yourself, you know you're putting yourself at risk. Because if your tubes get blocked, tubal blockage is one of the difficult things to solve. Now, the tube has got 3 parts. Let us see enough paper. I don't know, maybe
paper.
You have a paper I can draw.
Paper and a pen.
Have a pen.
Student in class, paper, only paper.
Tulimu class, busy session. So you've seen that drawing of the uterus. Abana, okay? The drawing of the uterus has its structure. It has like tubes on the sides, then it has the ovary, then the navana itself. The tube has got about 3 parts. The first part of the tube is the one nearest to the uterus. Let us say this is the tube. Okay? So the first part of the tube is the one nearest to the uterus. Okay? Have a pen. Before science, they taught us these things in P4.
Yeah, Doctor, P4 they touch come here.
So you've seen this. Okay? This one is called the ovary. No?
Tube.
Fallopian tube. Here you go. Fallopian tube. Then this is the uterus. Okay? So, part is sokera dala. The one which is near the uterus, the kumpi in the uterus. That is known as the first part of the tube. Then there's the middle part of the tube. The middle a third. And then there's the last part of the tube.
Where is the last part?
The one which is near the ovary.
Okay.
Yeah, the one which looks like a funnel. You've seen with the fingers. If your tubes are blocked at the first or the middle parts, that blockage is very, very difficult to unblock.
Why?
Because if it is at the first part, we have to cut off this tube and re-implant it.
Cut it?
Yes, because this part is already blocked. It cannot connect to the uterus. So we need to...
You cannot unblock it just...
Because it's already blocked.
With what? Flashing.
Of course, by the time we do that, we've tried to flash it and all that, and it's not working. So now we have either to try to reconnect it to another part of the womb. If it's in the second portion, we need to cut off the side which is blocked and reconnect those tubes. The reconnection of the tubes and trying to reimplant the tube into the uterus, those are difficult procedures with little success rates. So, banangi, ladies out there, keep your tubes. Because by trying to make sure that you are not getting these infections recurrently, even these so-called UTIs, these vaginal infections, go and get treated.
Don't treat ourselves with
Don't just be taking cloves and herbs and what, you have a serious infection. Because if this infection climbs itself and finds into the tube, it's going to damage the tubes. And once the tubes are damaged, it means that the sperms can never meet with the egg. The only way we can help those two to meet is outside of the body. IVF. And IVF is costly.
Very.
You're looking at about $3,000 to $5,000 or even more. Not so many Ugandans can afford that.
Yes.
Okay. So, and actually, you see, the problem of ovulation, that one we can solve. But solving tubal blockage is the most recommended solution for blocked tubes. And if we can't unblock them, is IVF. If it is at the end of the tube, sometimes we can recommend laparoscopy, where we try to do surgery and create an opening here. That one is easy. Sometimes the people get pregnant. Sometimes the tubes even reclose themselves. Now, if it is first and second blocked tubes, IVF. So take care of your tubes by making sure that your hygiene is very, very...
But doctor, our hygiene sometimes is good. But the problem, like when we are going in our periods, women, we get infections and even after.
Yes, but you see...
What is the problem of us getting infections before and after?
One is the blood itself. The blood changes the pH of the vagina. Okay? The blood is alkaline. The vagina is acidic. So that process of bleeding and all that changes the pH, and that can predispose you to infections. Okay. So make sure that your hygiene is okay and you're taking good care of yourself. When you feel any symptoms, go and treat those things.
Yeah, we treat ourselves.
And also avoid these things of douching and scents, steaming and all that. That place is supposed to take care of itself.
Not douching.
No douching.
No steaming.
Those steaming, is it putting...
water, we put lemon, garlic.
You are...
we sit there for 1 hour.
You are affecting the environment around the vagina. And that place is very delicate.
And the smell, they say the smell.
Which smell? That place has a unique...
and we pay.
Order is just English, but okay. Ideally, there's a unique the scent around the.
So we don't need to go for regular steaming.
Those things are not recommended at all. Allow that place to take.
Who brought the idea?
People want to do too much. Okay, so yeah, definitely. So really, if you're getting recurrent infections, you're getting STIs and all that, you should be concerned because, and most times I actually see young girls who are in their early 20s, 23, 24, blocked tubes.
Why?
Because they've been exposed to these things earlier.
Oh, the infections.
Yes.
Oh.
And now when you have blocked tubes at 22, 23, and we can't do anything about it, you have to plan for IVF. No matter how much intercourse, of course, unless if God intervenes in your case. But you will have all the sex in the world and you will not get pregnant.
Wow. So I think we are over joking with life. Then environmental factors such as plastics,
yes,
pesticides, pollution, all chemicals affect fertility.
Yes, they do. And you see, the pesticides, especially the organophosphates. These days, people who are in agriculture, everything they have to spray. those pesticides affect our hormonal systems, our endocrine system. Okay, that's why if you can encourage natural, especially the foods and all that, the better. But I know most of the farmers out there are using these organophosphates. They are trying their best to make sure their greens look good and all that. And that eventually we are the final consumers of these products. Okay, even the pesticides, sometimes for the insects, sometimes for the mosquitoes and all that. All those things have an impact in our hormonal system and balance. The plastics have the plastics. There's an ingredient in plastics because we're using most of the plastics.
Yes.
You know, plastic bottles. Everyone has a bottle, water bottle, and all that. Yeah, those are plastics. Okay, plates, cups, and all that. All those things have a cumulative effect on our hormone system.
So, Doctor, never mention you bunywezi.
They have an effect. Okay.
So better we use them.
Yeah. You better use the non-plastic containers. If you're going to use wood or what are the ones called?
Which one? Melamine.
I think it's melamine. I think that also does it have plastic? It may have.
Yeah, it may.
It may have a bit of plastics. Yeah, but of course there are those other non-plastic options that you can actually consider using. Okay, so these things do have an impact on us, but also some of these things affect the DNA of the eggs and the sperms.
The DNA.
The egg contains DNA. The sperms contain DNA. When you consume a lot of these plastics, they end up actually causing fragmentation of the DNA in the sperms. If the sperms have got fragmented DNA, that sperm can never make a woman pregnant.
Doctor.
Yeah, so definitely those plastics and chemicals and metallic things, especially lead and all that, they do have an impact on our fertility.
So, Dr. Endowoozayo, what warning signs should young people look out for that may indicate fertility problems?
One, for women, look out for your periods. It's very, very important for you to have regular periods. And I usually say a normal period is one that is usually between 2 to 7 days. You should not have a period bleeding going beyond 7 days or less than 2 days. Okay? And number two is that the bleeding should be normal. Shouldn't be very heavy, shouldn't be very little. Okay? Number three is that the pain should be bearable. Okay? Not too much. Last time we talked about endometriosis. Okay? Yes. Not too much pain. So look, if you're there and you're not having, you're a woman and you're in your productive age. Productive means you are between 15 to, let's say, 50. Okay? And somehow, for some reason, you're not getting periods every month and you're celebrating, you are definitely going to have issues when it comes to getting pregnant.
Why?
Because a period is a sign that your body produced an egg and was not fertilized. So if you're not having a period regularly, by regular I mean monthly, not that on a specific date, but monthly. If you're not having a monthly period, chances are high that your ovaries have not produced an egg. So if you have not produced an egg, then
you need to worry.
When you're planning to conceive, we need the egg.
And you've not produced
You've not produced it. Okay? So periods are a very good indicator of, okay? And of course, number two is that women, like any other person, a young person out there, you should be conscious about your health. Okay? As a woman, by now you should have a scan. You are in your teenage years, 25, 28. You've never done a scan. Do a scan of the abdomen to just see if you have a uterus.
Hey, doctor. Can someone be there without a uterus?
Yes.
When?
You can definitely be there without a uterus. Very well.
And you're feeling yourself?
I just feeling. Do you feel you have a uterus? You can't feel it.
Yes, I feel. Doctor, you feel that you have one.
You can't feel unless so that
someone can be there without
it goes back
uterus.
again. You're not bleeding and you're not bothered because the bleeding comes from the uterus. What if you don't have a uterus? What if you only have one side of the ovary, the other side did not form?
Oh,
you get it. So it's very important to. Sometime back, there was a man who came to the clinic and he had his so-called boy, and he was very happy. He had given him a boy name and all that, and for some reason, the urine of the boy was not coming from the normal place.
It was coming from
it seemed like it was coming from up. Even the susu had formed, but it wasn't normal. They had even tried to circumcise it. So he comes to us and says, I don't understand. My boy is, I think by then it was about 6 or 7 years, but I don't understand him. He doesn't susu well and all that. He's my musika. So I'm concerned. So we told him we're going to do a scan of the stomach. Only for us to do the scan, and the little one has a uterus, has ovaries. Yes.
A boy.
So the outside there's what we call congenital genitalia, where the genitals do not form normally. Where, for example, the clitoris resembles the penis, because they're almost the same structures. All along, this so-called boy was a girl.
Was a girl?
Because if you have a uterus, you have an ovary.
Yes. You're a woman.
You're a
already.
woman.
Now, what did you do to the susu?
So we first advised, we told him this is a guy. He said, no, this is my musika. You cannot do this to me. Then we told him, because they are cosmetic gynecologists, they are urogynecologists who can reconstruct. If that child is a girl, that area can be reconstructed so that that child can have a normal appearance of the vagina and all that. And that is better done when the child is still young and early. Okay?
So they didn't see it early.
They didn't see it. Okay? In of course, in advanced countries, they don't just look at the outside appearance. Never gamba you are musajja nedda. They do the genetics, the DNA. Is your DNA having XY or it has XX? Okay? Then they do the necessary tests. Because some of those things can actually signify others. That's why now we're having people growing up and saying, I am transgender.
Yes.
We find all those things, those challenges. Okay?
So can we do that test when the kids are still young, when the babies are still
Yeah. Doing the scans early is very, very okay. That's why I'm saying, if you're in your 20s, you've never done a scan of the stomach, and you're planning to conceive, you need to do one. You're having irregular periods. You need to know why are you not having regular periods.
So, Doctor, we're manging on periods zizange. I'm in my 35 and above. Nga mfuna periods. Nga nali mfuna 3 days of my periods are 3 days, then the 4th day
it's lighter.
It is lighter. Now 35 and above, and someone is getting her periods just 1 day. The next day they are lighter. The 3rd day she's out. In fact,
Zubeda, we shall have a session on menopause one of these days. Okay? Because your periods are never static. How they present are never static. You can never have the same number of days of periods from the beginning until you reach menopause. Sabuka. Your periods will keep changing. Like I said, it should be within the normal range. 2 to 7 days. If you're bleeding for more than 7 days, there's a problem. We need to know why. If you're bleeding for just 1 day, there's a problem. We need to know why. But majority of women start undergoing menopausal transition, what we call perimenopause. So the words are menopause. What is menopause? Menopause means that this person has taken 1 full year without a period. So then we say, aha, for you now you have transitioned into menopause. But before that person reaches that, they undergo changes, and those changes can take 10 years. So most women, they begin menopausal changes from 40 years. From 40 to 50. Because the average age of menopause
40 is still early.
The average age of menopause is about 50 to 55. So you find that someone, by the time they're 40, 42, 43, their periods are beginning to change. Okay? Some start having little periods, others start skipping. Okay?
The months.
Skipping the months. Because you see, if you skip 6 months, then you get a period. You are not yet in menopause. But when you skip 12 months, then we say now you're in menopause.
So if I skip 6 months, there are still chances of me getting pregnant.
Yeah, you can still get pregnant in the perimenopausal period.
So, doctor, what do you say about supplements?
In when?
With women above 35.
Yeah, supplements are like food. So the way we sing about food, yeah. If you realize that you are having challenges with getting the right nutrition and all that, supplements are very recommended. And we usually recommend supplements even to women who are undergoing menopausal changes and transitions. We do recommend supplements for them. Because now that category, by the time a woman is transitioning into menopause, they need a lot of supplements. Okay? They need calcium supplements. They need that's what we call bisphosphates. Bisphosphates help prevent the bones from breaking down. They need those supplements.
When you start them early.
Yeah, when you start them early, you find that this person doesn't get the bone changes. Most women, when they reach into the in their menopausal years, there are about 3 or 4 symptoms that affect them. Okay, they are what we call vasomotor symptoms, where people get hot flashes, they feel a lot of coldness, a lot of heat and all that from the neck upwards. Okay, there are those who struggle to get sleep and all that. Then there are those who get bone issues. Okay,
Mostly
of them
bone issues.
someone is just walking, they fall slowly. The leg gets broken. So such things can be prevented when you start some of these supplements early. Okay.
So, Doctor, waliwo yangambye nti ali ku supplements for over now 20 years.
Okay.
She's in her 40s plus, but she started the supplements at 30. But she said she doesn't go for gym. She doesn't do exercise, but she's still looking young. Like she's young, but she's approaching 50. But she says she does not have any problems with bones, smanya pains, body pains. She doesn't have.
But for me,
can the supplements do that still?
Yes, supplements do that, because you see, the food that you're eating, you are basically getting nutrients from that food. The grains, the fruits, whatever we are recommending you to eat, is so that you get the nutrients. Now, there's someone who is not able to get that food, but they can get a tin of supplements that have been packaged together so that they can actually be getting those nutrients. No wonder such a person, the skin looks good.
Yeah,
they look like they're not aging and all that.
She has just even given birth.
So definitely supplements help. But again, of course, how many people can afford supplements?
They're expensive.
So now we go back to omuntu wa wansi. You need to go back to the common person. Mugambe aliye bulungi,
aliye fruits,
akole exercise. Kubanga that one they can afford.
Yes.
You can afford to run around. You may not go to the gym, but you can afford exercise in your compound. Skip a rope or do a bit of squats and all that. You can afford that. Okay, but of course, in Western world, you find that there are people on supplements. Now, to conclude that issue, for the boys, how do you know that there's a problem? One, you are having, you've checked yourself and your testes have not descended. There's a problem. You have to have 2 of them. If it is only 1, there is a problem. Yes.
Doctor, I've
not said that, but they may find it difficult. What if that one which is there is not functioning well?
You need to go and check it.
Yes.
Where do they check them from?
You come to the hospital.
No, like Doctor Mugamba breast cancer.
No, so the scans actually. Yes, the scans we do on the testicles. We call them scrotal scans. It tells us the size of the testes, tells us what is happening in the testes and all that. Is there something to be worried about? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's scrotal scans we can do.
But he can also check himself.
Yeah, but the same way we teach women to do self-breast checkups, we also have self-scrotal checkups for men. You're able to palpate your testes and see if they're regular, if they're round, if they're painful, if there are any lumps around the testes. Okay? Those are the checkups you check, you do on yourself. If you feel
They're not
pain,
supposed to be painful.
they're not supposed to be painful. If you feel pain, then there's a problem. Come to hospital, let the doctors do the necessary things. So yeah, check yourself. Okay. Number 2 is the ability to sustain an erection or to hold one. If you realize, and usually it can happen when maybe someone has got chronic diseases, they have scarly, they have pressure, and all these things. You find that the power sort of reduces or goes. Okay, and of course, if that you can't sustain an erection, conception becomes a challenge. Okay, so if there is any underlying disease, it needs to be treated. Okay, then thirdly, you need. I know most times we ask men to, but you need to do a semen analysis, sperm analysis.
But yeah, yo, Dr. Batia.
But now you have been with someone for 1 full year, they're not getting pregnant. There's even no sign they have missed their period, and you're very comfortable. Go and do a semen analysis. You may find that the parameters are low. Your sperms cannot swim. The sperm, do you know, many people assume that you need only one sperm to get pregnant.
They said only one. It is not one.
You need a minimum of 40 million sperms. That is why men produce sperms all the time. When they're seated, they're producing. They're walking, they're producing. Because the rate of loss is so high. So number 1, an ejaculation of a man produces over 400 million sperms. That is the population of America, about 400 million. so if of the 400 million sperms, you have less than 40 million sperms, that is 10%. There is a problem. And your chance of making a woman get pregnant easily becomes harder. We call that the sperm count. Why? Because most of the sperms die before even they enter into the uterus. The vagina is very acidic. It attacks them. Then they have to go through the cervix. Not all of them go into the cervix. That's why after the intercourse, when you stand up, some of them are flowing out. Yeah, not all of them are successful. Number 3, the cervix traps some of them. The mucus in the cervix traps them. Number 4, when they reach finally, because they have to swim all the way from the vagina all the way up to the tubes. When they reach the tubes, they find the egg which is there. But the egg is very wise. It has a thick layer around it that one sperm alone cannot succeed breaking that layer. So the sperm must use the effort of other friends to break down that wall, break it down, so that when it is about to be broken, now the successful sperm enters. So it is not just an obvious thing. Of course, someone told me that, Musawa, you see how poor people get pregnant.
So with poor people, the ovaries.
The ovary forgives them.
Yes. Just opens.
The ovary says, it's okay, you've suffered.
You please come.
So the man, you're there, you're noticing, these things are not okay. Genda bakole sperm and semen analysis, because the semen analysis will tell us where you stand.
So, doctor, I think next time you tell us about this narrative of people getting twins.
We shall have that conversation.
Kubanga ati omuntu aba ali ku ddagala muba mumukuba ki mu tubes.
But you see, I don't know why people are, everyone wants twins. The uterus is designed to carry only one baby. And for us in the medical world, having a twin pregnancy is an abnormal pregnancy. Yeah, it's not.
Doctor,
what
about those with 3, 4?
Yes, but you see, primarily your womb is only designed to carry one baby. That is why when you get twin pregnancies, the rate of complications doubles or even triples. People who get twin pregnancies, they are at risk of getting pressure in pregnancy.
Yes.
They're at risk of getting sukari in pregnancy. They're at risk of getting heart problems.
So when I get that pressure in pregnancy, does it go away after?
Ideally, it should be able to go away after.
Yeah. And
But if
even
it's well controlled,
diabetes.
it should be. If it's well controlled, it should be able to go.
Mm.
So the epidemic of twins in Kampala, if you go to the US, in the past, when we were doing IVF, they would transfer very many eggs. They would transfer 3, 4, or 5 embryos. But currently, most world standard IVF centers even prefer a single embryo transfer, just one, or at most 2. Why? Because the more embryos you put in the nabana, the less the chance of success. Number 2, the more complications the mother is going to face. So would you rather the mother have a live baby, or would you rather have the mother die because she's pregnant?
Dokita tulawe ennaku zino kuzaala ntugenda njazaala abalongo. Yagenda wa dokita era ddu munnyonnyole njagala abalongo.
So
it's what we are using now.
Yes. And many people are misusing those drugs very, very much. Someone, eddagala esembeza amagi. I've said this again and again. The medicine that kusembeza samagi, that medicine is supposed to be used by people who cannot ovulate, people who cannot produce eggs.
So if I can produce my eggs,
why are you kusembeza?
I want twins, doctor.
What if you get 4 of them?
It is okay.
Is it?
Hey.
The chance of
me getting 4 is also there.
It can.
But doctor, at least you're Endowoozayo mulungi.
8. You know, where will you carry 8 babies from?
Doctor,
yes, I've seen them.
Yes.
But
like,
first of all, even the resources. Which resources do you have in Uganda? The people you've seen with 8, most of them, if they're in low income countries, it can cost the life of the mother.
Yeah.
So you have to be in a high income country.
Survival of the children.
Children is almost low. Okay. So those are the challenges of twins. But I know that it's exciting when
these
someone
days
says,
women are giving back to
everyone wants twins, triplets, twins.
And the doctors are offering
the doctors who are offering are not well informed. For us, if you go to most IVF places, yes, they will give you that, but they will first tell you the risks that come with it. It doesn't look. It's not all roses and gold and all that. No, those pregnancies are very, very difficult. Even just carrying triplets, I've managed a few triplet pregnancies, but you can see the person is almost in and out of hospital all the time.
What's the problem? Pressure.
Because of first of all, the stretch itself, the weight of the pregnancy, the pain that someone is going through. Now, if they get other things like pressure, they get sukari and get all these things. You get it becomes sometimes even you need to deliver these babies early. You need to deliver them at 30 weeks, 34 weeks. They are not yet mature. You're entering into the nursery. As I was saying, you end up putting down another 20 million because your baby is in the nursery for another 2 or 4 weeks.
So, doctor, what about these ones who just conceive Nasanga? I am twins, I am triplets.
Those ones are okay.
Those ones are okay.
They still have the same risk, but they have not looked for the problems.
Doctor, no, we are coming.
I don't think I can convince you enough.
You cannot. We are coming for triplets and twins.
So you have to get at once. Okay.
Yes.
We shall talk about it.
You should also look for something to help us.
The men?
No, the women.
No, the options are there. The options, the treatment options are there.
Nga tetufuna nti ebyo pressure biki tuli mu kutambula butambuzi ovayo n'olagirira ne munno. So doctor, the Gen Z era with fertility, buli mwana bafumbirwa at 25 25, between 25, 30 there. Nebafuna emikolo, but they take long to conceive.
Yes.
Ng'omulenzi muto n'omuwala muto naye ng'omwana abuze.
Yeah, so those
is
are
it stress, money issues?
Yeah, but it's just not one thing. Like, yes,
Nga mubakebera, there is nothing.
There's also what we call unexplained infertility. Unexplained means that the man, you've done the semen test, are you fine? The woman, you've done all the necessary tests, are you okay? That is called unexplained infertility. And most of those couples, they actually get pregnant within 2 years. You find that they have a baby. So sometimes when you check someone and we know that they don't have any problem, we tell them, give it some time. And most times they come back and say, hey, doctor, I'm pregnant, without them. You get it? Yeah. So but also if they really, really want to get pregnant, there are steps that we take. Yeah, there are steps we take. Some steps may be just as trying to stimulate the ovaries to release the eggs. Some other steps may be we can get the man's sperms and just push them into the uterus. Insemination, like the one they do in animals. We can also do that in humans. We get the sperms of the man and then we inseminate the woman. We push the sperms into nabana munda wakati inside there.
Problem maybe kumami.
Yeah, sometimes you may find the sperms are not swimming that fast or that well.
When they swimming,
so we push them.
So doctor, as we finish there is a woman who called me last week. I gave him doctor's number, Dr. Daniel's number. She says she has been in Mulago, she has been in Mengo, she has been everywhere. But they have been telling her tubes are blocked. So she was going for an operation.
Okay.
So she was saying, can I see Dr. Iladu before I go for an operation? Because she has been through flashing, everything. They have done everything. So the last option, they told her she needs an operation. And she wasn't contented for the operation.
So, again, 3 parts of the tube can be blocked. The first, middle, or the last part of the tube. If the tube is blocked at the end, operation is recommended. In the past, we would do what we call hydrotubation or tuboflashing. Then they put something, then they flash the tubes. But evidence has showed that the doctors are treating themselves. It does not work.
Yes, it doesn't.
First, it's very painful. Secondly, you are spending your 300, 400,000. And thirdly, it's not working. If the test, because there's a specific test that checks if the tubes are open or not. If the test says the tubes are blocked and the blockage can be solved by surgery, the doctor will suggest surgery for you. Laparoscopic surgery, see open surgery. Laparoscopic surgery, where we put the cameras and then we see the tube, we flash again and see where it is blocked from, and then we open the tube.
Hey, you flash?
We put medicine.
Before?
Yeah, during surgery, we put medicine and see where is it blocked from. Because if it is open, the medicine enters, and then if it stops somewhere here, we say, okay, fine. Can we create an opening here? Then we open the tube. Okay.
Then you repair.
Yeah, then we repair. Then that is more effective. You get it? So that is more effective.
After the operation, can she conceive?
Yes. If the repair has gone well, because again, much as even with the tubal surgery, the success rates are not 100%.
Doctor.
We don't want to lie to you. And patients come and then sometimes we may be tempted to tell them, hey, no. Sometimes you can repair the tubes and after repairing, the tube closes again.
Yeah.
Then doctor, your body is healing. And in the process of healing, your body has chosen that it has closed again. So you and most times we repeat the tubal test after some time. 2-3 months, the tube test and we see if the tubes are open and you're not getting pregnant, then it's another thing, not the tubes.
Then you look for that.
Yeah, you look for that cause.
So, Doctor, olwalero ayogedde ku fertility. Mukwano gwange kansubire nkuzeemu. Yeah, I sent her here. I think she will be here by this week. People are going through a lot. But that flashing. I've never experienced it, but I see women saying it is painful.
It is. It is.
You also know that it is painful.
It is painful. I have seen what women go through during the tubal flashing. And by the time now evidence is showing that it is not working, we should listen and recommend what works for the patients.
Other than wasting time.
But sometimes you will tell the patient, then the patient will tell you, I'm sour. Yeah, I'm not. But let me tell you, sometimes the things of getting pregnant, there is God in these things also. You will get a patient, you've told them, we cannot get pregnant. Then 2 years down the road, they'll come and tell him, so this is my baby.
Now, what do you always tell them?
I know, we thank God. The baby is welcome. I tell you, I said, I'm happy for you. You're good.
But you said we cannot conceive.
Yeah, with the science, with the medicine, you know, things can happen. Sometimes I tell them, you never know. Yeah, this is what we have done, but our knowledge stops here. Kati, you go.
Kale mutukirize tusiibule dokita agenda akole musiibe bulungi mweraba.